Whoops, I kind of forgot we had this to do first. Of course, it's tradition. Whenever we try something, we try every version of that thing. And thus, well, actually, I would wait for the title to show up, but I don't think it actually shows up. I've only seen the title screen so far. I just want to make sure the volume balancing was correct, which I think it is. But yes, this is a game that doesn't even have a title on its title screen. Awesome. Welcome to SuperSponge GBA. It seems, to have an interesting underwater effect that I don't think was, in hindsight, the best idea. This was back before we had battery save. That's interesting to me. It's one of those things where there's a technological progression within a single generation. How earlier Game Boy games had no battery save, that is, saving on the cartridge, whereas later ones did. We have different types of... Okay, we have two types of controls. I'll leave that be. Music is already max in this one. I appreciate that. I doubt we have the nice voice acting in this one, but we'll see. Okay, I guess there are only 4 levels here, or something. I think they're using the same sprite for Gary, and it looks similar resolution. Huh, is this the same dialogue? Also, Gary's really big. Maybe that's why he's about the same resolution. Yeah, I think this is actually the same dialogue. Oh hey, we can see the dialogue we missed last time. Unfortunately, we can't hear the nice voice acting in this case, but oh well. Maybe I'll understand more of the plot if I see the whole opening cutscene this time. Oh, no, actually was there even dialogue that I missed there the first time? Maybe there wasn't. I thought I had. Whilst I am busy here. Wonderful. There we go. Now he has a reason to smile. So let's see if this is... Oh, that is slow. Man. Also, I think the music is actually like Game Boyified versions of the original music. Okay, looks like we control largely the same here. Camera is not... Nope. Things don't exist off screen for very long. That's interesting. You have the movement of your ground pound is a little different. But yeah, we don't have jellyfish all over this time. Oh wow, you actually throw the jellyfish. As opposed to whatever you do in the console version, which is you just kind of... Hello sir, what are you doing? I remember that. Oh, you can actually melee. Well, whatever. I don't need jellyfish then. I know that's the best thing you could get in the console version, in my opinion. There you go. Yeah, now I can just run up and hit anything. No. Oh, well, you can hurt me too. Interestingly, I have separate life and special counters, so I guess the idea here is that... instead of having... Whoops, sorry. Instead of having things that are kind of like rings... Whoops. Oh, wait. I have a melee if I don't have jellyfish. That's a little weird. Okay. I cannot drop their platforms. Well, I prefer to have melee. In most cases. Oh man, that's a nice turnaround animation. Honestly, the animation is surprisingly smooth for a Game Boy game. In fact, this game looks nice. Whoa, were you there before? This game looks nice in general, to be perfectly honest. Controls a little weird. Yeah, I can actually okay, that shouldn't have hurt me, I don't think. I can actually melee things now, which for me is an improvement. Having to ground pound things was one of the bigger difficulties in the console version, I think. It's always weird to me when we get a game that seems to be a bit better in the lower resolution spin-off. That was definitely the case with what was it? Hot Wheels beat that. I liked the console or the handheld version more in every way, just about. I guess we're gonna have roughly the same levels for all of these. Oh yeah, I already figured that out. Thank you. Or I can just do what I did in the show, which was not that, but okay. Why can't I just ask you for the butter? Why do you need to run around in here? Some odd looking water. Some interesting 3D looking effects in this game. Also have a total counter of spatulas? Is it like there's 100 total for each chapter or something weird like that? Also, what is that? Oh, is that a bird in a nest? That's what it is. It's creative. See, we're getting more creative too. Oops. Also, your ground pound is instant now, which I like a lot more. It taking time for you to move downwards is the worst thing about it, I think. Aside from just still being a little bit awkward to have to always attack enemies with. Now I can defend myself. And I do not this time have the... Thank you. I do not in this case have the jellyfish nut. Oh, whoops, I should probably pay attention to that. Nice. I never got to see what happened if you tried out in the console version, unfortunately. I probably should have seen that at some point. I got too caught up in all the fun stuff I was doing here. Wait. Do I not lose the spatulas that I hadn't... that I had picked up when I die? Maybe you just get an extra life for every 100 spatulas. It's a little bit less interesting, but standard, I guess. Oops, well, there was the water that I just missed. Maybe this one's more difficult, or maybe I'm just too distracted by liking this one more. Yeah, though, I definitely keep my spatulas. I do like the art for this though, honestly. This is actually by decent margin, I think, one of the better looking Game Boy games I've played. Which is an odd thing to be able to say. I think it's in part because this gets to enjoy the benefits of... Nope, that wasn't where I was trying to go. Ah! The benefits of some art assets already having been created for the console version that got reused here. But some of these at least look original. Like this tree I think is, and I like the look of the tree. Platforming's still a little awkward though, for different reasons. Actually, I felt like the normal platforming in the console version was perfectly fine. This one, you have a bit too much momentum, I think. And you also can't quite tell precisely in this particular level where the collisions are for the platforms. Combine that with having to rush a little bit, and it's a little awkward. If the coral lore comes up in this level, we'll see if there's any similarity between what we had to put up with in the console version and what we'll see in this version. I guess those birds are the fast way to get around here. Well, it keeps falling from up there, from up above. If I had to guess, they're probably acorns, but they don't look like that to me. I mean, they're always in my peripheral vision, and they seem like just weird green drops of something. Cool. I don't know why it wasn't just in her pantry or something. Maybe that's where she keeps her things. I don't think we've ever seen that much of the inside of her tree house. At least compared to the other characters. Although I don't have much impression that she just leaves stuff hanging around the branches. Is this... was this in the console version? I don't think it was. Wait a minute. There we go. It's weird, I feel like... I couldn't really tell if that was a hole, which is probably bad. But there was only one way to find out. The ground pound is a little weird. I guess I can jump up these or something? Oh, the hooks are platforms. Yeah, see, that's not intuitive to me. I feel like the art here is pretty, but... Whoa, I couldn't tell what that was. But not especially functional in every case. It cannot hurt you. Okay. Like, I want to use my newfound ability to just... Why? Why are people running around? I want to use my newfound ability to destroy everything in my path. Makes me feel... like I have a lot more control over my life than I did in the console version. Boom. It's like just having a power-up forever. I still think the collisions for those hooks are a little questionable. Camera could be a bit better because it takes a long time for it to turn. Hey. If you want to go the other way. For some reason I just don't notice those clams down there. Or something about them doesn't register to me right. But yeah, no collectionist elements to this game apparently. Oh wait. Still not sure why there are people running around, but that makes just as much sense as the console version, so I guess I can whoops, not be too surprised. The health system is still kind of interesting though. That's a different take on a similar game idea. I do really feel a lot less what is it? Compelled to pick stuff up when they use stock art as references for some of these sprites, I think. Like when I get hit, for instance. And I lost my train of thought as I was speaking again. Oh, I feel less compelled to pick up these spatulas when they don't seem to really require me to do anything. Also, that's a really short password for this game. Only 4 letters. I'm just rampaging, destroying everything in my path. It's like, wasn't there an episode about Patrick doing this very thing? Just ravaging downtown, chopping everything in his path. Hey. Okay, I can't chop a car. I'm not as powerful as Patrick, unfortunately. I might be able to chop a baby like he almost did, but I don't think we're gonna find out. Boom. Those things are a lot easier to deal with in this version. Okay, look up. I have an animation for looking up and down. It doesn't actually do anything. Great. No, see, that does something. But up, okay. Not on the ground, though. Whatever. That's a very short... Ah! That's not how buses work, come on. It's a very short bus. See, look how three-dimensional that sign is. And it doesn't create too much art style clash, I don't think, in spite of clearly being pre-rendered. I do wish I could drop through platforms, though. I feel like we keep seeing the same shops now. Just run through and chopping people. Oops, miss. What are these big worm things anyways? Yep, it just gives you lives. I'll take it. Apparently I'll need it. Based on my performance so far. And... oh, come on. Okay, something's weird about my ground pound. It's not very reliable. Oh, do I not have a boss fight here? Well, I have that there. What's the point of the... boom. Get the letters. No, I get... okay, I get that before the boss. I don't know why I'm still here if I just got that, but okay. I do not get advice from the game on how to do things in this case. Apparently. Oh, you can't see what the max health is, so it's a little hard to gauge how much health they have left. The jellyfish throwing is so much better. Like, you're actually throwing the jellyfish. It makes a lot more sense here. Also, I think the jellyfish itself looks a lot better. Maybe a little bit less on model for what jellyfish is supposed to look like in the show, but still better visually. Look at the way it crumples. Like, look at the lighting on it when it and you heard it. That's actually really interesting. Again, it looks nice, at least. Calm down there, man. Stop. No, don't put things into the ground. Look around the problems here. Sure. That was not the best at the end, although I think we could use some more interesting music, but oh well. I guess I'll see you in the next chapter. Interesting to see how this compares, and we might have, oh geez, Core Lore next time, we'll see.